9 overall, 4-2 in the NJAC. Leading off and playing shortstop, a sophomore for Maple Shade, New Jersey, number 8, Meg Murdo. Batting second, the designated player, a senior from Moorestown, New Jersey, number 22, Alexa Massa. Batting third, the first baseman, is a sophomore from East Hanover, New Jersey, number 11, Alexandra Cosenzo. The cleanup hitter and third baseman is a junior from Monroe Township, New Jersey, number 29, Casey Shida. Batting fifth and playing center field, a sophomore from Cedar Knolls, New Jersey, number 12, Ashley Lobel. In right field and batting sixth, a freshman from Marlton, New Jersey, number 33, Liani Ortiz. Batting seventh, catching, a sophomore from East Rutherford, New Jersey, number 11, Kayla Clark. And playing right field, fresh. Shortstop number 8, Meg Merzello. And we do live here from the Samgarity Athletic Complex in Jersey City as NJCU takes on Stockton in a maker. Saturday's home. Stockton comes in at 7-9 and 4-2 in the league. The guys tonight are 14-6 NJAC. It'll be the leadoff here, Meg Merzello. Christina Mezzi will give you the lineup in just a moment. Trying our best we can to keep this broadcast here. The Wi-Fi is on a windy day here in North Jersey. As wide of the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Merzello is hitting .429 on the season. That's low. Defensively for NJCU, as time is granted by home plate umpire Gary Moran. Kayla Clark's behind the plate. Gianna Benaquis is at first. Dulce Almonte is at second. Dianora Flores at short. Hannah Gavin at third. Ariana Scrimo is in left. Julie Squio, captain of the outfields, in center. And the right fielder today is Ariel Cortez. And that is low for ball 4, and Merzello walks. I'm doing PAN broadcast today as we have baseball going on the other side of the complex, so a little short-handed, but we'll do the best we can. The designated player, number 22, Alexa Massa. Alexa Massa due up. She's followed by the first baseman, Cosenzo. Runner, and not Merzello. Be 1 ball and no strikes. Mike Merzel is the shortstop. The player now batting. Alexander Cosenzo, first baseman, on deck. And Casey Shida is the third baseman and cleanup hitter. Ashley LaBelle is the center fielder batting 5th. Leoni Ortiz, the right fielder, bats 6th, with Morgan DeVello, the second baseman, batting 7th. Madison Kelly, the catcher, hitting 8th. And Chelsea Thomas, the left fielder, hitting 9th. One ball, one strike here to Massa. That is high. Stockton has won its last 4 games. The Gothic Knights have now dropped 10 in a row. 3 balls and 1 strike is the official count. That's a called strike, 3-2. Anybody watching on the broadcast here on the chat, apologize for the typos, trying to work on a tablet. Line drive up the middle. That's a base hit in the left center field. Squio hits Flores. Flores to the plate. And the run will score. The runner will be held at first, but it's an RBI single for Massa. And after 2 batters, Stockton already on top 1-0. So Merzello walks, steals second, scores on a single, and that brings up the first baseman, number 11, Alexander Cosenzo. Popped foul, 0-1. That's high. Chopped foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And fouled off again. Remains 1-2 here to Cosenzo, hitting .390 on the year. Sophomore out of East Hanover, New Jersey, Hanover Park High School. As he deals a 1-2. And it'll be even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped foul out of play to our right. That is low, gloved by Clark, and the count is full at 3-2. And that's line to left field for a base hit. Scrimo gloves it. She'll throw it into Flores, a cutoff. And 2 runners aboard, still nobody out. And Shida, first pitch she sees, she's hit by the pitch, and the bases are loaded. And that will bring up the center fielder, Ashley LaBelle, sophomore from Cedar Knolls. The center fielder, number 12, Ashley LaBelle. LaBelle in the year has 12 RBIs, tied for 5th on the Osprey race. Cosenzo has 30, including 4 home runs. Alexa Massa, 20 entering play today, and 1 to plate as she RBIs, making 1-1, which is where we stand right now. Ball on the strike here. Both the bases loaded and nobody out. Inside, Clark to a quick look. Keep Mass at third. Two one, popped, shallow left. Flores goes out, makes the catch. That's out number 1. So 1 away, and that will bring up the right fielder, number 33, Leone Ortiz. Leone Ortiz, a freshman out of Marlton, New Jersey, Cherokee High School graduate. And Mezzi finds the plate for strike 1. Ortiz making just her 3rd start of the year, playing in her 20th game. Trying to find her offensive groove, hitting 111 in her freshman campaign. 1 hit in 9 at-bats. Gotham Knights would love a double play here, get out of the inning. Popped in the air. Right side of the infield, right behind the circle, it's Gianna Benakista for out 2. I'm going to hint her here. Marine Herring does. Pinch hitting for Stockton will be number 9, Megan Katzmar. So before Morgan even will be a pinch hitter, it'll be Megan Katzmar, sophomore out of Cinnamons in New Jersey. I would imagine that this is one of those moves that Coach Herring makes because Katzmar would be maybe a stronger 2-out hitter, or maybe base loaded, but right now that's where we stand with 2 away and times granted. That's high. Foul tip, 2-1. You're trying to follow the lines. And it's a 3-run double by Katzmar. The move by Herring pays off, and Stockton leads. And re-entering game will Borgo in her original spot. Your attention, please. Your pinch runner at second base will be number 6, Morgan DeVoe, re-entering. So it'll be number hitter, the catcher. Now batting, catcher number 17, Madison Key. And also, let's come out here at the Garrity Complex on A warmer day I've had most areas. High, wind is terrible. Cloudy, and it's warm up late. So start looking forward to that after some of the weather we've had this spring. If you want to call it spring, but more like January, most of March and early April, you go on. That's off to our right. Stockton has 4 runs on 3 hits. That's more big bases clearing. She now has 50 RBIs on the season. That would be we're tied for 3rd on the team. Just consider the game. 1-2. Popped foul. Benakisa is going to give it a look, but a play. Ira throw with here at the Thomas M. Gary Athletic Club, Jersey City, New Jersey. Rachel McIntyre from the volleyball bowling team is on graphics today. Baseball won the comps in about 2 minutes. A makeup against Drew. A lot in here in Jersey City on a Wednesday afternoon high. We're a little short today because there are 2 events going on at the same time. And 3 of our workers are on the men's basketball team. As top they're dinner with NJCU President Dr. Sue Henry tonight, so they're not available. So we are 5 a skeleton. Love and get 2 events at the same time. 2-2. That love. And then I have to cover. I originally was going to cover baseball, but this is, of course, a conference doubleheader. The other was a non-conference single game, so the choice became clear. In the air, center field, Squeal on the run, lines it up perfectly, and the inning comes to a close. On the line out to left center, Squeal making the grab. In the first inning for Stockton, 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 left. The Gothic Knights are coming up. And I'm going to pause the broadcast as I reload today's live stats. NJCU City, the last stat going to be back up as well. And leading off with the Gothic Knights, leading off the second baseman, number 14, Dulce Almonte. Almonte hitting .205 on the year for NJCU. Almonte is a freshman out of Jersey City. Played her softball at Snyder High School. That's low. Today for Stockton, is Marissa Seminaro, freshman out of Ridgefield, New Jersey, Ridgefield High School. She's a right-hander. Stockton doesn't have batting and throwing lefty or righty on their roster, so I wasn't sure before the game which was true. Ball and 2 strikes. Nice pitch. Did not get Almonte to chase, just below the knees. It's 2-2. And strike 3 looking on the outside corner. The third baseman, number 2, Hannah Gavin. Gavin, the junior third baseman for the Gothic Knights out of Bordentown, New Jersey, Bordentown High School. Vice chair of the Student Advisory Committee, one of this year's 4 captains, along with Mendoza Squio and TNT. Gavin had a triple yesterday against Kane before scoring. Gothic Knights lost both games in that doubleheader. In the top 20 in the country and playing every bit like that. 2-0 pitch. That is chopped foul towards the NJCU dugout. Let's take a look at the stats in the year for Seminaro. This is her 9th start and 12th appearance. She is a 1.98 ERA. She's actually 3-4 overall, despite that low ERA. The 2-1. That's low. Hannah Bebo is the ace of staff. She may go to the game. She's 10-1 with a 1.68 ERA. Ground ball, third base. Throw is dropped by the first baseman. In and out of love. And Gavin will take second on the air. Knights. See if they capitalize on the mistake. So an E3 muff, and she advances to second. Shortstop, number 1, Dianora Flores. So Flores, we'll see if she can drive in Gavin. Seminaro in 46 innings coming in has struck out 22, walked 15, a 250 opposing batting average, and 10 of her 23 runs allowed this year have been unearned. Love there. She's only allowed 45 have hit 46 innings, less than a hit per inning. Sensational numbers. On a strike, the 1-1. Flores drops down a bunt, trying to sacrifice Gavin the third. It's fouled off, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch by Seminaro. Ground ball to short. They're going to go to third, and the throw gets away. Gavin, on the error on the fielder's choice, will score. And Flores goes to second, and the Gothic Knights are on the board. The throw wasn't great, but that's a ball that should be caught by the third baseman. Last play, second error of the inning on the Ospreys, who came in with a .969 fielding percentage on the year, just 25 errors in 26 games, but they've committed already 2 here in the top of the bottom of the first, and that's a called strike. Squio needs to be hit by one more pitch, and she will break Talia Garcia's all-time program record. She's sitting on 22, and Flores steals third. An aggressive Dianora Flores, perhaps the fastest player in this team, definitely plays the most reckless abandonment. Squio is giving you the sign there, Rachel McIntyre. The umpire says it's 3 balls and 1 strike. We had a chat with her before the game, and anytime there's anything going on the scoreboard, he's give us a heads up. We appreciate that. We're a team here. That is low for ball 4. Julie Squeal walks, and with one out, there's in the corners for the first baseman, number 25, Gianna Benakista. So Gianna Benakista hitting .293. She is in the 5 spot in the lineup. If you missed the pregame, we'll give you the full lineup for NJCU and also the defensive alignment for Stockton here in just a moment. There goes Squeo. She will steal second, the throw back to third, and Flores beats it by a footstep. So Benakista could tie the game or make it a one-run game with a hit here. And that is a wild pitch in the dirt. Flores comes home, Squeal to third. It's 4-2. Everything this inning, of course, is unearned because of the 2 errors. And there'll be a little chat here at the mound. I think this is Sandy Morris. Gothic Knights could pull within 1. Have a runner. Games suddenly become very interesting. There'll be base now. Ball 1. So an error on the first baseman for Stockton, Alexandra Casenzo. And then an error on the third baseman, Casey Shida, both on muff throws. And that's line to center field. Going to fall in for a base hit. An RBI for Benakista. Scores Julie Squeo. And it's 4-3. The pitcher, number 21, Christina Mezzi. So the Gothic Knights have put up 3 runs here in the bottom of the first to counter the 4 runs scored by Stockton in the top of the frame. And that is high to Mezzi, who's hitting 102 on the year. Chopped foul. So here's the full lineup for NJCU. Dulce Almonte, the second baseman, leads off. Hannah Gavin, the third baseman, bats second. Dianora Flores, the shortstop, hits third. Julie Squeo, the center fielder, is the cleanup hitter. Gianna Benakista is the first baseman, batting fifth. The current batter, Christina Mezzi, is the pitcher, hitting sixth. Following her will be Kayla Clark, the catcher, batting seventh. Ariel Cortez, the right fielder, hitting eighth. And Ariana Scrimo, the left fielder, hitting ninth. That's ball 2. Oh, he called a strike on it. That was a delayed call there, 1-2. As we noted, Marissa Seminaro's pitching today for Stockton. She throws to the catcher, Madison Kelly. Ground ball back to Seminaro. She goes to first for now the second out. And that advances Benakista, the tying run, to second base. The catcher, number 11, Kayla Clark. Rest of the Stockton infield at first base, Alexandra Casenzo. At second base, Morgan Novello, who has re-entered the game. The shortstop is Meg Merzello. Popped in the air, foul off to our left. And the third baseman, Casey Shida. In the outfield for Stockton, Chelsea Thomas in left, Ashley LaBelle in center. And the right fielder is Liani Ortiz. That's in the air. Deep left field. And it's going to score the tying run in Gianna Benakista. Kayla Clark with the double. And we are tied at 4. For a second, I thought that had a chance to go. Clark hit that one well. Right fielder number 6, Ariel Cortez. So Ariel Cortez hitting .250 in moderate action this year. Cortez is actually on the sack as well with Hannah Gavin, but she represents, Cortez does, the women's basketball team. And that is fouled off. The 0-2. Swung on and missed. And that's the end of the inning as Cortez goes down on strikes. In the first inning for NJCU, 4 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 errors and 1 left on base. Second inning coming up. We are knotted at 4-4. Leading off, the left fielder number 1, Chelsea Thomas. Top of the second inning, Ira Thornton, Jersey City, where we are tied at 4-4 after 1 full inning. Gothic Knights were able to take advantage of a pair of Stockton errors and put up 4 unearned runs, timely hits by both Kayla Clark, a double, and Gianna Benakista, who previously singled. Big part of that. And good base running by Dianora Flores and Julie Squio and Hannah Gavin for that matter. One ball, 2 strikes to Thomas. Mezzi deals. Gets her to chase. Strike 3. First strikeout for Mezzi, and that will bring up the top of the order, the shortstop, number 8, Meg Merzello. First pitch off the plate. Be 2 balls and 1 strike. Ground ball. Back to Mezzi. Gets past her. Flores comes, not in time. And it's going to be an infield single. So a single back up the middle through the circle. And that will bring up designated player number 22, Alexa Massa. There goes the runner. Flores with a great tag as she slides into the throw and tags out the runner trying to steal. Merzella retired 2-6, caught stealing. That'll be a ball and a strike to Massa. Floated to right field, coming in quickly is Cortez, and it rolls past her. And Almonte was there to back her up. That helped it from becoming an error there. So just a single to right field with 2 outs, and that'll bring up a very good hitter in. The first baseman, number 11, Alexandra Cosenzo. The ball's 1 strike, and that's line to right field. That is a base hit. Cortez gloves it on 1 hop. Throw gets past the cutoff girl in Dulce Almonte, but backed up by the NJCU infield. That was the first pitch, right? 0-1. It was 0-1. I can't keep track anymore. So single to right field. Massa to second, 2 away. And I'll bring up the third baseman, Shida. And she swings at the first pitch. In the air. Coming in a late start with Screamo. Screamo to throw to the plate. Not in time, and the runner will score in the RBI single by Shida. And Stockton back in front with 3 straight hits with 2 outs. Cosenzo goes to second base as Massa scores. It's going to be a conversation here with the umpires. Not sure what this is about. Not sure what it was, but after a conversation with head coach Mark Della Volpe, we'll have a new batter. Center fielder, number 12, Ashley LaBelle. One ball, 1 strike, swung on and missed. And it's 1-2. LaBelle popped out to the shortstop in the first inning. Mezzi deals. Slow roller back to Mezzi. Throw to first is in time. And the inning comes to a close. In the second inning for Stockton, a run on 4 hits. They leave 2. Bottom of the second coming up. So Ariana Scrimo will lead off for NJCU. That is called strike, via ball and a strike. Slow roller back to the pitcher. And Seminara throws out Scrimo. One away, it'll bring up second baseman, number 14, Dulce Almonte. Almonte, 1-1 strike. Seminara deals. Slower to second base. And was made in time. This is the second baseman ball for out number 2. And bring up Gavin. Third baseman, number 2, Hannah Gavin. That's low. 2 balls to Gavin. Foul tip. Stay there at 2-1. That's low. It's 3-1. And that's going to for the third hit in NJCU and Gavin on board. With a single the shortstop Nora Flores. Nora Flores. That's a strike. And that's a slow roller towards second base. Nearly a screen by the umpire, but Lavelle's able to recover, or Duval, I should say, and throws her out. And inning comes to a close as first rounds out 4-3. Second inning for NJCU, no run, 1 hit, and 1 left. We head to the third. 5-4, Stockton. Leading off for Stockton, right fielder, number 33, Leone Ortiz. Ortiz, the leadoff for the Ospreys. They have 7 hits. They lead by a run here in the top of the third. The Ospreys have won 4 in a row. NJCU has dropped their last 10. But the Gothic Knights showing some fight today. Two. That's a good word roll, Smith. Coach Smith using some Yiddish to describe guts of the softball team heading back a 4-0 deficit. My mom uses that word all the time. 3-1, and that's line to center field. Squio makes the mid-air adjustment as she changed direction and made the catch. Squio's about as sure-handed of a outfielder can find in the NJAC. And she's closing in on 100 career hits to complement her defense. Second baseman, number 6, Morgan DeVello. And that is a called strike. That's high. The 1-1 off the plate, 2-1. Slow roller back to Mezzi, fires over to Benakista. I think we're back here on the air, and Stockton now leading 10-4 as Ortiz steals second, and taking off on the throw was LaBelle. The ball bounced to the shortstop Flores, and her throw home in time was late. But Ospreys are blowing this open here. It's still nobody out. The 1-0. Ground ball to shortstop. Flores looks back. The runner throws to first. That is your first out. And Ortiz will not advance. So 1 away. It'll bring up catcher number 17, Madison Kelly. Throw was in the dirt, and Ortiz advances on the wild pitch. Baseball now trails Drew 4-2. And that's line past the diving Gavin and down the third base line. Ortiz will score to make it 11-4. So single down the left field line and an RBI to drive in Ortiz. Left fielder number 1, Chelsea Thomas. That's high. 2-0 to Thomas. 7-run lead for Stockton in a game that was tied 4-4 after the first inning. 6 runs home here in the top of the 4th. Bunt is dropped down. 5-4 sacrifice bunt, not in time. She beats it out. And that becomes a bunt base hit. And Kelly the second. 12th hit for Stockton. Now batting shortstop number 8, Meg Merzello. Drew with 4 runs in the top of the 3rd after NJCU had back-to-back homers by Dan Berardi, Lennon Gomez in baseball in the bottom of the 2nd. That's where they are right now. And that's a called strike to Merzello. Fouled off down the left field line, out of play. Ground ball back to Messi. Looks to second. She instead makes the play at first. And the runners advance to second and third. So now 2 away. It'll bring up the designated player, number 22, Alexa Massa. Starting to feel a little chilly here. Wasn't so cold before, but I feel it even in the press box. Yeah, Mezzi's throwing without sleeves. Everyone else, for the most part, in Under Armour. Exception is the battery right now, both Clark and Mezzi. And that's going to fall in for a base hit in front of Cortez. Could score 2. Cortez has trouble grabbing it and scooping that one up. And Massa, a 2-run single. Both of these runs are unearned. And the lead, 13-4, as Stockton has put up 8 runs here in the 4th inning. This will be the 12th batter of the inning for Stockton. High fly, right center. Cortez underneath it gives way to Julie Squeal, who calls her off and makes the catch. And the inning finally comes to a close. In the 4th inning for Stockton, 8 runs on 5 hits. There was 1 error and 1 left. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Ariel Cortez, the leadoff here for NJCU. In the 4th inning. They have some work to do now, trailing by 9. Drew now up on baseball 5-2. Cut on and missed. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Cortez goes down on strikes for the 2nd time today. It'll bring up left fielder number 24, Ariana Scrimo. That's a called strike to Scrimo. Low. Ospreys have won 4 in a row. They're 17-9 on the year. Low as well, 2-1. If you're curious, the most runs they've scored in the game this year, 15. That was a 15-9 over Smith College. That was in Claremont, Florida back on March 12th. Ground ball, 3rd. It's fair. In the dirt. Could not be scooped out by the first baseman. And that is an error, the 2nd of the game, on Casey Sheeta at 3rd base. Second baseman, number 14, Dulce Almonte. I think you're going to have a pinch runner. And it'll be Zoe Viant. Entering the game as pinch runner for the Gothic Knights, number 18, Zoe Viant. Zoe Viant comes in as a pinch runner for Scrimo. Viant has a lot of speed. Freshman, 5'7" out of Union City. High. The 1-0. Fouled off towards our right, and giving a look was the first baseman, Cosenzo, but couldn't get there. It's 1-2. Chase that one. Strike 3. Did she get a tip on that? No, they're saying she swung through it. And Almonte down on strikes. 2nd strikeout of the inning. It'll bring up 3rd baseman, number 2, Hannah Gavin. Gavin is 1 for 2 today. She reached on an error and scored. She also singled. Swung on, foul tip. 1-1. So with Viant at first base, can Gavin keep the inning alive for the Gothic Knights? Low. It's 2-1. Popped in the air. Right center. This one's carrying. And this one is gone. Hannah Gavin clears the fence in right center. A ball that looked at first like a fly ball to right center kept going and cleared the fence by a lot because it caromed off the concrete. Hannah Gavin with the 2-run homer. The shortstop, number 1, Dianora Flores. Now the deficit is 13-6, and while still a sizable margin to make up, means NJCU, unless Stockton scores in the 5th inning, game would last past the 5-inning mark. Ground ball, Flores to short. Throw is a little high, dug out by Costanza as she reached up and was able to pull it down. And the inning comes to a close on the 6-3 ground out. In the 4th inning for the Gothic Knights, 2 runs on the 2-run homer by Hannah Gavin. 1 hit and 1 error. And nobody left on. 5th inning coming up. Leading off for the Ospreys in the 5th inning, 3rd baseman number 29, Casey Shida. So Shida, the 3rd baseman, she's committed a couple errors in the game, but she's been great at the plate. Been on base 3 times, hit by a pitch, an RBI single. Patiently waited out a bases loaded walk, so she had 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Low at the ankles, 2-0. Ira Thor with you at the Thomas M. Garrity Athletic Complex in Jersey City. Rachel McIntyre's on our graphics. That's high. 3-0. And we've reached that point of the afternoon where I got to stand up because my legs have fallen asleep. 3-0 pitch. That's a called strike. Ground ball through to left side. Flores knocks it down, but it does slide through for a leadoff single. 2nd hit for Shida. 14th hit for the Ospreys, and that will bring up center fielder number 12, Ashley LaBelle. That's guess that's a wild pitch. I don't think that caught Clark's glove. I don't know. What do you think there, Rachel? Think it's just a wild pitch?
I think so.
All right, she agrees. So it's a wild pitch. That's high. 3-0. Three and one. And that is ball 4. Fourth walk allowed by Mezzi. Right fielder number 33, Leone Ortiz. That's high. Two balls and one strike to Ortiz. Three and one. So after the called strike, Mezzi looking for her first out. The 3-2, that won't be it. That's low for ball 4, and the bases are loaded. And Stockton, which had a 9-run lead, or I should say, 9-run lead that was trimmed to 7 on the 2-run homer by Hannah Gavin, could bring the 8-run rule back into play here if they can score. Tall task here for the Gothic Knights. Bases loaded, nobody out. Second baseman, number 6, Morgan DeVello. Ground ball, Gavin will step in the bag for the force, and a run scores on an RBI ground out by DeVello. So 14-6 is your score. Now batting the catcher, number 17, Madison Kelly. They're in the 4th inning in baseball. That's going to fall in front of Screamo. And it's going to be a base hit. Everybody's safe. And the bases are loaded again as Kelly, first pitch, single to left. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Stockton. Pinch hitting for Thomas is number 7, Gracie Meyer. Pinch hitter is number 7, Gracie Meyer, freshman out of Pittsgrove, New Jersey. Graduate of AP Shalleck High School. Shalleck, I think is how you say that. That's deep South Jersey, down in Salem County. That is a long drive from Jersey City. As far south as you can go in the state. Ground balls to second. Almonte to Flores for 1 to first. And not in time. That will push in another run. So fielder's choice is second base, drives in a run. Kelly is out 4-6, developed to third. Ortiz scores. And after NJCU put up 2 runs in the last half inning, Stockton has gotten them back, and we're going to have another pinch hitter here. It'll be, actually, maybe we'll have a pinch runner because Merzel is due up. And Thomas comes back into the game as a pinch runner. And she steals second base. This will bring up Merzello. First pitch is a called strike. That's low. The shortstop, number 8, Meg Merzello. Merzello, a sophomore out of Maple Shade, New Jersey, not too far from Cherry Hill. Went to Holy Cross High School. One ball and 2 strikes to her. Ground ball, slow roller. Flores will have to hurry. She looks at third base instead of taking the easy out. And that's a mental mistake. All she had to do there was go to first. She had time, and everybody is safe. I'm going to call that a fielder's choice and an RBI. There goes the runner. She's going to steal. Merzello does. Two-ball count here to Massa. Designated player number 22, Alexa Massa. Gotham Knights have gotten a run back on another homer. 3 homers in the game. And that is going to fall into center field for a base hit. Thomas scores. Merzello's right behind her. 2 runs come in. And Stockton, a season high now, 18 runs. They lead 18-6. So the one game where I'm not announcing baseball, they hit 3 home runs. Pena with a shot. I think that is his 3rd of the year. I know Berardi's got 3. I think Gomez now has 2. Nick Legato's got 3. And when the Bats wake up, they wake up in a fury, but they still trail that game 5-3. Pinch hitting for Cosenzo, number 28, Maggie Klatt. Maggie Klatt is a sophomore out of Middletown, New Jersey, graduate of Mater Dei. sort of in my neck of the woods, as I live down in Monmouth County in Howell. And travel teams that I've coached soccer-wise in both Howell and Colts Neck over the years in soccer have played a ton of Middletown teams. That is low. It's 3 and 1. Three and 2. Ground ball. Flores is going to take it to the bag for the force herself, and the inning comes to a close. In the 5th inning for Stockton, 5 runs on 3 hits, 1 left on base. Bottom of the 5th inning coming up. So the last chance for NJCU coming up in just a moment. They trail 18-6. Need 4 runs. Correction, 5 runs to extend this game. So Julie Squio to lead off here. Squio, Benakista, and Mezzi, 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Last chance for the Gothic Knights to try to extend this game. Otherwise, they will fall to 4 and 17, and Stockton will improve to 18 and 9. Gothic Knights are in danger of dropping their 11th straight, and would be 0 and 7 in the very difficult NJAC, as that has proven every outing how difficult this league is. Tomorrow, as a 2-ball count here to Squio, softball will be on the road in New Rochelle. They'll take on the College of New Rochelle. They're a Division III independent. Good eye by Squio, ball 3. That's a foul roller off to our left. Ground ball through the left side. That's a base hit. 97th career hit for Joey Squio. First baseman, number 25, Gianna Benakista. And that is a called strike to Benakista. 1 strike count. Foul ball. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And that is a ground ball dug out by the shortstop. Flips to second, on to first. Nice. 6-4-3 double play. And Squeal retired at second base. Last chance will be the pitcher, number 21, Christina Mezzi. And first pitch to Mezzi is a called strike. So Stockton scored 4 in the first. NJCU tied it with 4 in the bottom of the first. Stockton got back in front with 1 in the second, and then broke the game open with 8 in the fourth. NJCU got a 2-home run from a hand to Gavin to cut it to 7, and then 5 runs in the top of the fifth. The 2-strike count is low. The 1-2, low. Mezzi does not chase it. Cimarero's going to even her record on the year to 4-4. And Mezzi will fall to 4-17 on the mound, pitching every inning this year for the Knights. Ground ball to third. And a fair ball, and Sheeta throws to first, and the game comes to a close as Stockton defeats NJCU by a score of 18-6. In the fifth inning for the Gothic Knights, no runs, 1 hit, nobody left on. Your final score in Game 1, Stockton 18 runs, 16 hits, and 4 errors. NJCU 6 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Game 2 of today's doubleheader coming up in approximately 20 minutes. So that'll do it here in Jersey City as NJCU falls to Stockton 18-6. We're going to sign off this broadcast, and then we'll sign on the next one in about 15. Thanks for watching Gothic Vision's broadcast of NJCU softball, as the Knights will take on Stockton in one more coming up in just a few.